Adam Jones left the game with a left hamstring. He's going to be day-to-day. We'll see how he progresses. Garrett Bowles had a right ankle, did not return. Same thing there, he's day-to-day. And Jared Verdier, we'll see. I mean, he's probably a week away from actually playing again for us. That's it as far as injuries. Questions?
You said yesterday that they wanted it more than you. Do you still feel like that, and do you have any specific examples of what you meant?
Just watching the football game, they played a more physical brand of football, okay? And I thought in some spots of the game where they really out-hit us, outran us. That's what I meant by that. They played desperate football yesterday. I thought our guys played hard, but we didn't play as desperate as we've played in the last month, in my opinion. We've shown great grit in the first 4 weeks, but yesterday I didn't see the same grit from everyone on our football team. I'm not sure, but we have to figure it out, because now it's 3 in a row, and we have to get it fixed now. It can't linger. But that team played good football yesterday. They made more plays than we made, and obviously in the running game, they really exposed us.
The way the last 3 games have gone, and all losses different ways.
Yeah.
You said following the game, you feel, quote, really good about the game on Sunday. What makes you feel really good about facing the Rams?
Because I believe in our team, but I'll say this about our football team. Okay, we have to fix ourselves first. Okay, before we can talk about beating the Rams. Okay. We have to go back to the drawing board and fix our football team here, okay? But I feel that way every week. That's just me, okay? I believe in our football team, but right now we got to play a better brand of football. We did not play good yesterday, okay? And obviously the Kansas City game, we did some good stuff, but didn't make enough plays towards the end, and didn't play with great detail in critical moments. And the Baltimore game, it felt the same way. But yesterday felt different because of the grit that we have played with. I didn't see the same grit. So we have to get back to that first, fixing the Broncos first.
When you see the frustration that boiled over with some of the players after, I mean, it's understandable or emotional, but how do you keep the players' trust when they're talking about going back to square one and having gone through this, unfortunately, last year? How do you keep this train going in the right direction?
I tell you what, I share their frustrations, and the guys who are speaking out are guys who are actually playing good football, and are proven veteran players for us. So I share their frustration. I listen to those guys, and we have to again go back to the drawing board and fix our issues, personnel issues, schematic issues. We got to go fix them. But I do share their frustration. Okay, I mean, you have some veterans who played a long time who wouldn't care about a losing streak, but our guys do care. They do care.
How much of fixing that is some of the players doing some self-reflection?
I think we all have to do that. It can't just be all players. Obviously, players play and coaches coach, but we all have to do that. So, again, I share the frustrations of everyone involved. Okay, our fans, our players, our coaches, and we have to go back and get it fixed.
Vance, when one of your players says there's something much deeper going on here, and I don't understand it, how do you interpret that?
I don't. Okay, you have to ask him that. But I do understand that. And that was Derek Wolfe. I mean, he's frustrated, and Derek played really hard yesterday. He made a lot of plays for us. So I think his frustration is he wants to win, and he's putting in the work to win each week. And that's where it starts in this league, right? Every player has to put their work in and play their best each week to help us win. And yesterday we didn't have that. We had a bunch of guys play good football, and we had some didn't play as well as they've played in the last month. So. And in this league, it takes 4 to 5 plays, and the game's really shot. And yesterday, we gave up 3 plays on defense that really affected the game early, and kind of put it out of reach early on us. And but again, all 3 phases offensively, we got to the high red zone and didn't score points. We had too many 3rd and longs. We sputtered way too much, as far as in the scoring zone. So we have to go fix it in all 3 phases.
Vance, you ran the ball 15 times before you kicked a field goal at the end of the second quarter and made it 14-10. You only ran it twice afterwards. And once it got to 21-10, is it just a matter of you got to throw the ball on every down pretty much?
We're playing us differently, and we don't go into the game counting runs. Okay, we actually take what they give us. So if they're playing single high defense versus our receivers, right, that's the time to throw the football. We can't run the ball into a loaded box all game, especially when you're down by that many points. So that dictates kind of how the play calls are handled. Okay, obviously when they're playing shell, they're playing cover two. We hand the ball off. We get 5.6 to carry. That's good football also. But you can't continue to run the football and get 1 yard. Now you're 2nd and 9. Run it again, and you're second and 3rd and 8. We don't want to do that. We tried that couple drives, and it was too many 3rd and long. So it's NFL football. If they're playing single high, that means they're one-on-one outside. We have to complete balls, and that's just NFL football, in my opinion.
Logan, just a little while ago, with your interview with him, you told him something has to change. We won't move forward as we are. It won't stay the same. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
You mean, could you elaborate on that? You mean schematic, personnel?
I'm not, but we're not going to play how we played yesterday. We're not going to do that. So something's got to change. I mean, you don't play that kind of brand of football and keep it all the same. So I won't share what we're going to change, but it's going to be changes.
Do you believe the players on defense have full confidence in Joe Woods?
I do because they've been in the same system, okay, since Joe's been here with Coach Wade. So nothing's really changed, okay, as far as how we game plan, how we call the defenses, and how we simply attack people. So I believe they do.
Vance, how much this week is you, as the head coach, being a psychologist and keeping this team together? And is it being the head coach and being involved in the game plan?
Right. Well, that never changes, as a head coach in this league. So my job won't change this week. I'm always involved with the defense, and as far as the team message, that's directly from me. So my job won't change much this week.
Vance, I know you don't like to talk about last year, but I'm not the one bringing it up.
Sure.
One of your players said it's starting to feel like last year.
Mm-hmm.
How concerning is that could be permeating through a locker room where it went into a tailspin last year?
Right. And it can't happen this year. We have to fix it now. And obviously last year we didn't fix it quick enough and it got out of control. But we have to fix it quicker this year. But again, it's a different football team than we were last year, in my opinion.
323 yards. Is that the defensive front? Is that the linebackers? Is the safeties supposed to do a better job coming up? How does 320?
It was all of it. Okay, they had a pretty good scheme where they were pushing the ball to the outside corner. We got to tackle better there. In the first touchdown, we had 2 guys unblocked. We didn't tackle the guy. He goes for 70-plus yards. They ran the same scheme 3 or 4 times. We adjusted our end to push the ball inside. It still bounced to the corner. So they had a good scheme to make the corners tackle, and that play is designed to do that. So we got to tackle better at corner and obviously keep the ball inside of the defense. But we can help those guys schematically also. But at the end of the day, one-on-one with a halfback in this league, you got to tackle him.
Coach, how did you evaluate Elijah Wilkinson's performance? And when Derek Wolfe wasn't playing, was that purely to injury, or were you trying to get a look at Elijah?
Now Posey was injured, and Eli did okay. Okay, I mean he didn't play a lot of snaps, but he did fine. He held his own.
With 9 minutes to go, you guys are down 17, and you decided to go for a touchdown rather than just kick a field goal. Why was that?
Well, simply because we were inside of the 6-yard line, and it was simply 4th and 3. We're down by 3 scores, so it was no guarantee you're going to get back until inside of the 6-yard line. The field goal, we could hit a field goal from 35, 40 yards out, but for a touchdown, I mean, we're right there. So 4th and 3, it's time to go. So that was my call, obviously, but that was the right call.
What do you think people are doing to Vaughn? Vaughn seems really frustrated.
Well, they're chipping Vaughn. On the first touchdown, they brought 2 tight ends in. They chipped both sides, and we've got a zone called. We 5 over 3, and they get a touchdown. So Vaughn's been obviously being chipped and being bumped the entire football game, and he's obviously frustrated. But when when it's double chip, it's not much we can do to help Vaughn, but play coverage, and win the down and make them pay for doing that. But when they're double chipping Vaughn, it's tough to scheme it.
Does that put the onus on somebody else to do something?
On coverage, they had 3 guys out, on that 3rd down pass. So I mean, they're blocking us up pretty good. We had a pretty good odd game going on, and they blocked it up, and they had a 3-man route versus 5 DBs. So you have to make them pay by winning the down in coverage.
You mentioned the missed tackles. How do you go about correcting something like that?
By tackling better, simple as that.
Leonard Williams told the New York Daily News that he felt Case Keenum was scared and that they had made him nervous out there. Did you get that same feel? And if that's the case,
I did not. That's Leonard's opinion. I didn't see that from Case.
You had Freeman and Lindsey in the game together a couple of times. What kind of flexibility did that give you in options?
Well, it's scheme. It's our 20 pony, and you hopefully get a shell defense, which we got, and we hand the ball off twice and got some big plays. And when they close the middle, you can throw it and move Lindsey out of the backfield as a fourth receiver option. So it's purely scheme.
The guy you think could be more involved going forward, or is that purely this game?
No, absolutely. He did a great job, with his 30 plays he played as far as blocking and winning his one-on-one to catch some balls for us. It's good to see.
You meet with your coaches on Mondays, and to go over the game and everything, just what was some of the messages that you can share maybe, or ideas back and forth with you and your assistants?
Well, simply, we can't play that way, Mike. We can't have games where we give up that many rushing yards and we don't finish drives on offense. So it was simply about coaching better and getting our guys to play better.
A few more for the coach? Are you considering any changes in the starting units, and are you considering taking over completely the play calling on defense?
Everything's being considered right now. It's all being considered. We're still watching the tape and kind of figuring out what's the best course of action, but it's all being considered.
Last one, Arnie?
Why do you think Bradley Roby has had such a difficult transition from the 3 to the 2? I know a lot was expected of him this year, and he just hasn't been the same player that he had.
It's tough. It's tough when you're the starter. Okay, when you're the starter, you have to obviously make the routine plays, and a routine play for a corner can be a 70-yard touchdown at any play. Okay, as a third corner, when you're the slot nickel or you're the third corner on third downs, right? That's probably one play sequence and you're off the field. If you get beat, you're off the field. But as a starting corner, every play can be a big play, right? That makes it a difficult position in this league because it's a passing league, obviously, and if you're not making plays on the ball, every play can be a big play for you. So that's the pressures of playing as a starting corner in this league.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Enjoy your day.